All of you are pretty familiar with doing assessments in Schoology, but this is just a quick review in case you needed it. So you could either create the assessments in your resources and then pull them over to your course, or you can create it right within your course. Schoology does recommend creating them in the resources, but I want to show you some of the other things that you need to do for kids to be able to access them. So I'm just going to show you within your course. So wherever you want your test quiz, whatever folder, go to that folder. Go to add materials. Now you will see there are two options. There's test quiz and there's assessment. This video is going to focus on test quiz. Now the difference between the two, test quiz you only have multiple choice, true, false, fill in the blank, essay. It grades a lot quicker though. It's immediate. Kids can immediately see how they did. Assessment has many more choices like drag and drop, label image, all of those. But sometimes it takes a few more minutes to grade. So I'm going to just focus on test quiz. So I'm going to go to add test quiz, title it, set the point value, set the category, set the date. I definitely want you setting dates. This is going to be very important as we do remote learning, because then kids can see the upcoming dates and see when they're supposed to be getting these things done. The dots are if you want to individually assign it to a certain group, like if you're going to do a modified test for one group, or you could just individually assign it to one person, but hit create. Okay, then this screen will pop up and you are going to go to add question. Here are your choices. Most of you probably would do multiple choice, so I'm going to show you that. So here is where you type the question. Okay, down here you put your choices. Correct, incorrect, one. You can also add more to the bottom. Just go to add. Then you need to show which one is the correct answer. You can click randomize it if you want them all mixed up, and then create. Okay, so that is multiple choice. True, false, ordering, fill in the blank, matching, and multiple choice. Those are all the ones that the computer will grade automatically. Schoology will grade automatically. The short answer essay, you can add those. So I can say, write an essay about, you can add these, but you're going to have to grade them yourself. You'll have to go in there and grade them yourself. So you can say 5 points. You can attach a rubric. If you have a rubric already, and then create. But you have to go back and grade them yourself. Matching. Match the definition and term. You can put the definitions over here. And then you want to match them up correctly. And it'll automatically, once you save it, I'm going to remove blank at the bottom. Once you save it, it will, when it gives it to the kids, it'll mix them up for the matching. You definitely want to click allow partial credit here, because let's say you have 3 terms to match. If you don't click that, they're either going to get a 3 or going to get 0. If you click that, then they will get a correct point. They'll get a point for every term they have matched up correctly. Then hit create. So you can continue adding questions to this. Once you're done, in order for kids to be able to access it, you're going to go to settings. And you can add instructions if you want, but you want to go to submissions enable. Until that enable is hit, kids cannot access it. So you can set up a certain time. Now remember, they're not working all at the same pace, so you might just want to enable it. You could put a time limit on it if you want, maybe to prevent cheating so they don't have time to look up stuff on the internet. You can give them more than one attempt if you want. If it's just formative and you want them to correct it until they get it right, have unlimited number of times. You can randomize the order. So you can look through all of these different settings and then hit save. But enable grading is the important one. So now it should be ready to go. I would always preview it beforehand. See what it looks like if that's the way you want it. You could do it where it's all on one page, or you can do it where each question comes up by itself. That's in the settings here. So if I like that view, I could leave it like that, or I could do paging, one question per page. And that's going to look a little different. If I preview it, it's going to look a little different. You'll just have one question on each page. Now, the results, if this is in the gradebook, it'll automatically go in the gradebook unless you have an essay to grade. And then you can also always go back into it and go to your results page here and get the results that way. So if I go back into my folder, I can go back into that quiz. I could edit these, and then once kids have taken it, I can go to the results and I will see all of their grades, and if they made multiple attempts, I'll see those results also.